So that's how my training session earlier this week started. I took a 440 attempt and just ended up missing it. It was very frustrating because I felt like I had it, but I just couldn't quite get it through that point. So anyway, hey folks, Keough here with video footage from two training sessions for you. One was supposed to be an assistance day. I did an impromptu 440 attempt and I missed it. And after that, I resolved myself to stick with the script. I've been getting really greedy with these singles, and it's time for me to focus on good quality training. And so I'm going to train up until a birthday that I've got coming up in a couple of months. And so on August 2nd, I'm going to go in and I'm going to retake and make that 440. And I'm also probably going to take a heavy bench single and hopefully PR my bench as well. But up until then, I'm just going to write some pretty strict mesos, and I'm going to follow those because at this point I need to focus. It's been really nice for me to make fast progress on my lifts, but I'm also becoming now a prisoner to expecting and pushing that fast progress, and I need to stay with my my progression as it's laid out. Those are standing good mornings. I've been doing those pretty regularly and really trying to push those. That was 315 for a set of 5, which is really good for me on those. I will have to reduce intensity at some point and focus more on just accumulating quality work. But as of right now, those are going really well, and my glute ham raises are going really well. I was able to do sets of 15 with bodyweight glute ham raises with some pretty good technique not too long ago, and that's big progress for me. So my hamstring strength is really coming along and really developing. These are seated good mornings with the safety squat bar. I was trying these on these days for the first time, and they felt really good. They actually felt better for a thoracic movement than doing them with the straight bar, but I also felt like I wasn't able to move nearly enough weight or nearly as much weight. So that might be something that I work on developing over time, but with my deadlifting, I'm going to be getting so much thoracic training in that it's really going to become, as far as accessory work goes, a very secondary concern moving forward. These right here are Ukrainian stallions. I was one of the many people, I think, to read Chris Duffin's article on Elite FTS from last week, and I figured I'd try them out. It's I think it's 105 plus whatever the handle weighs, plus 2 mini bands around my waist, and they felt pretty good as a high glute activation special movement, and I'm not sure if I'll keep them. I'll probably just give them another try and see what I think about them then, but I was just messing around with them on an assistance day just to see how I like them. For today's session, I came back in, I squatted, so a couple days after the 440 miss, I came back in and did my second full squat session for the week. Did 350 for 3 sets of 2. Warm-ups felt great. I did a lot of mobility work. I did some static stretching, some dynamic stretching, and then I also did a few activation exercises and a few ballistic movements to try and prep myself for the session. In addition to my normal protocol, I did a little bit of depth jumping. It wasn't too much, but it was enough to really feel like I was engaged, starting with even squatting the bar. I felt really great warming up, and then it really caught up with me. The 350 felt good. It didn't feel bad, but it also didn't feel quite as good as I thought it was going to as I was warming up, because things felt really great. We were watching the depth on these, and the depth was, it's not even fair to say it was questionable. On a lot of them, they ended up being high. So for 365, which was my highest intensity set for the day, I decided I'd film from the side, and I'd really just focus on trying to break parallel. And it looked like on the first one and on the second one, I made it by probably about a combined total of 2 millimeters. I mean, it was really close on both of them, and I'd like to really try and widen that gap a little bit so that I'm squatting past parallel a little bit more than what I'm doing right now. I'm cutting it really close. But I was happy at least to see that with a few small changes and continued attentiveness towards it, I should be able to squat past parallel just fine. It does get better as the intensity goes up. So as the weight goes up, I'm able to squat a little bit better because I drop into the hole faster. But it's something that I need to continue to work on. It's getting better, I feel like, over the course of the weeks, but there's still more work to be done. Apparently it's a common practice in this gym now to squat shirtless or to train shirtless, and so for the 365 set, I took my shirt off to try and see the depth, and then it stayed off because it was just me and Janice training, so I didn't really worry too much about it. Probably not going to be a habit, but it was something I did for this session. Did 405 for 3 with reverse mini bands. That's about 30 pounds off at the bottom, so figure 375 at the bottom for those. Then 435 for a double. I was really happy with this because about a month ago, maybe a little bit less than that, I did 425 for 2, and the second one I actually bobbled and started coming back down on. So that's a 10-pound PR for me for a 2-rep set. That matches my best single from last cycle with that setup. And that was also cleaner as a double than the previous double I did. So it was nice to show progress, to demonstrate progress by setting a new 2-rep max and doing so a little bit faster and a little bit better than I had done before. Finished today, I was working on some front squats. Those felt really lousy. I just, maybe it's a mobility thing, but I think it's just a biomechanics thing. I just, for whatever reason, I really suck at front squatting. Not that I can't do it strength-wise, but it's just really hard with my particular build to do it. So instead, did some safety squat bar squats. Did them with the pause. This is, I think, 245. Did it for a long set. This felt really good. Felt like I was able to achieve much better depth than on my low bar. And it felt like I was able to engage my legs a lot more and stay more upright. So I'm going to continue working on these as a secondary movement. I really liked them. Keep checking in. More videos for you very soon.